What's up, YouTube? This is Ultra, and today I want to talk about gaps and how you can kind of use gaps to your advantage, right? So let's take Demi's 2-1-4 string, right? This string is good because if your opponent blocks it, I am +6, right? If my opponent blocks this, I am +6, which means it frame traps into back 2. So I can get a lot of pressure off of this because chances are they're not going to hit a button. So I can get a back 3 and then I'm +3 again. Or I can, I can 1-2, and I can just stay plus off of this. But this string has a really big gap. And people just see the gap and they're like, oh, man, I can never finish the string. And that's not necessarily the case. So let's talk about armor moves, right? If you have a gap that can be armored through, right? If you have a gap that can be armored through, let's be realistic, most characters, that does not matter, right? So, Li Mei armors through this gap, she gets 125 damage, waste her bar, I'm full screen again, back to neutral, right? This does not really matter. Most characters armor move, they can't combo off of them. So a lot of characters, if they armor through a gap, at the end of the day, it's really not that big of a deal, right? But obviously, if you're using a gap that can only be armored through, and they like to armor through it, just block it, right? And then you get a full combo punish of your own. But some gaps can be full combo punishable, and this is where the real mind game happens, right? 2-1-4 can be full combo punishable, right? The string I just said that was +6, there's a full combo punish gap. So if my opponent knows this, and I'm always trying to get +6 and hit the last string, I'm going to get comboed every single time, right? So how do we stop my opponent from pressing buttons? Well, in my situation, as long as they're hitting a standing button, right? I'm going to Fireball. And then I'm going to get a combo, right? So if I know that they're trying to full combo punish this gap, I am going to hit them with a Fireball. And every single time if they push a button that's not an armored move, it's going to combo them. Now, they could down one, right? Because the Fireball goes over a ducking opponent. So Li Mei knows that I like to 2-1 Fireball. So now they're going to hit me with that down one. Alright. Let's go back. Let's make sure I recorded correctly. Yeah, so now they're like, I'm going to hit you with this down one, right? And every single time, this is going to work, whether I throw the Fireball or I go to finish the string, right? So, in this case, I can actually get a backdash. I can actually, even though I'm -2, I can get a backdash and full combo punish, right? So now I know that I can get a full combo punish by backdashing the down one, or if I do 2-1 and she pushes a button, right? I can do a Fireball. But the thing about it, let's say she tries to do 1-2 and I try to backdash. Let's say in the gap, instead of doing down one, she tries to 1-2, right? She's going to catch my backdash. I can't backdash this. I can't backdash this. So if she goes to do a 1-2 and I try to backdash the down one because I think she's going to do a down one, she's actually going to get a combo on me. But we established, right? If she does that, we can do a Fireball and get a full combo. Okay. So now we've established some of our options and their options, right? So let's say they go to do a down one and you backdash, you full combo punish it, right? And they're like, okay, now they're going to backdash and they try to do a standing 1-2 and you hit them with this. Now they're going to be like, what should I do, right? They can't armor, right? Armor's going to cover all of these options. Armor is going to cover all of these options. Right? So, she's armoring through now, and now, of course, with the armor move, you just block it, right? And you get a full combo punish. So, those are 3 different options, realistic options, that our opponent will do in this situation when there's a full punish combo gap. So once your opponent understands that you know how to defeat all these options, you can start getting away with +6 frames, right? Because they're like, okay, I'd rather be +6 and then choose the wrong option and get full comboed, right? But if you don't show your opponent that they have to respect the gaps, you're going to get eaten alive by just throwing out these gaps that are full combo punishable. Like I said, the gaps that aren't full combo punishable is not as risky because worst comes to worst, they armor through it and you're full screen. Most characters can't combo off their armored move, but if they can, it's a lot more scarier. So if you want someone to respect your gaps, you gotta show them that you understand the options and that you know how to punish those options. I appreciate the support. Y'all have been awesome. I have a cool series that I'm going to be doing soon. And I also got a camera that I'm going to be, utilizing on my streams and in my videos. And let's all have a great end of the year and a great 2024. Great night.